What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This week we got some work being done on the CRV. I'm joined by the homie Inder here at Mercer Build. We're gonna start off with an oil change, and then we're gonna be doing an eBay fuel rail that I had picked up for the Mugini L when we did the case swap that we didn't end up using. So we're gonna slap that on the CRV, start making the engine bay look presentable as well. But before we go any further with this video, I just want you guys to know, as of now, I am officially sponsored by Maxspeedingrods. I have the link down in my description. You guys click that link, type in Paul Fordor to save yourself 10% on all the site going forward. So you guys want to save on turbos, control arms, coilovers, you guys will save on everything on their website. That's Paul Fordor for 10% off, and the link will be in my description. So you guys already seen the rims on the CRV. I finally got the decals in the mail this past week, so obviously when last video was up I didn't have them yet, so I want to show you guys right now. We got the fluorescent yellow H's going on the Prelude blades. Sorry, the rims are a little dirty. We've had like non-stop rain for the past 2 days, so car is a bit dirty, but they pop so good when the car is clean. And yeah, so you guys already know the scheme. I'm gonna do this exact yellow on the calipers. Let's make it vibrant and pop, and maybe we'll even do it on the valve cover when I get a spare valve cover, and then do a nice little rattle paint on that as well. Alright boys, so Kevin had to clean up some of the threads from the power coating, and then we're gonna tap, because it comes blocked off, as you guys can see. This would be for a fuel pressure regulator, which we're not going to be running, so we're going to put all the plug offs on this, but we're going to drill through this one so that way the fuel will come, so that way the gauge will give us the reading, so you know how much PSI you're running. It's a perfect thing to have, because if your fuel pump ever gives out, gauge over here will be the first indicator for you to tell if your fuel pump is gone or whatnot. Alright boys, so Kevin has drilled out the hole there for the fuel rail, so now fuel can come out and go into the gauge, which I put somewhere, can't find right now. Inder's just finishing up with the oil change first, so that way we can then tackle the fuel rail, and it's gonna look sick, guys. I know it's gonna look crappy with the gray valve cover, but trust me, when I put the new valve cover on, it's gonna look fire. So let me find that gauge. Ah, here it is. We're gonna go with a wet flow gauge. I got this on Amazon, so it's all in my associates link on the description for my Amazon one. So yeah, it's gonna look sick, guys. Position nice, give it a little nice look to the engine bay of the CRV. Alright boys, you're going to start with removing the manifold cover. So this will probably be the last time we will see this thing on the CRV. Goodbye plastic cover. Goodbye. Then beneath you see our very dirty, very basic looking fuel rail. So, and they're starting by disconnecting the clips for the fuel injectors. Now that Inder's removed the clip that holds onto the fuel rail, which, guys, be careful when you guys are out changing that on your cars. You get a lot of fuel that sprays out. It's just normal, it's under pressure. But smell that nice 91 octane. It smells great. Alright boys,
Nice and stiff.
here we go. Alright guys, so Inder had to retap the holes. Well, not these ones, we're not covering these two up because they're not punctured, so it's okay. So he had to tap this one to put this plug in. We put the block off on this side, which would be on the driver's side. And then this is the fitting that we had to put for the feet that goes into the stock adapter. And I had to order this one off eBay because the one that came with it, which is this guy right here, as you guys can see, is like a weird style one, so it wouldn't work. So Inder's just cleaning up the injectors right now, and then we're gonna be mounting everything up and then connecting it onto the engine. As you guys can see, he's been doing a fantastic job. He cleaned up everything. We took out the brackets for the valve cover, the intake manifold cover, sorry. So now like this, it's just a cleaner look. And even though it's the gray valve cover, it's still gonna look a lot better until we put the painted one on. Alright guys, so we're just making one final blow inside the rail, make sure whatever debris are gone. Inder's already gone and greased up the tops of the injectors so that way we can slide them in. Anything else we're missing? Is it ready to go? That's it. Alright. Yeah, they're going to be a little bit of a challenge to push in, you know. You got to put some pressure into them. Oh, that one went in nice. You even hear that little pop. Alright guys, so now we got our spacers back on the manifold. Inder went ahead and cleaned up everything. As you guys can see, the area is all clean. Injectors are all put into the rail, and now you're gonna get ready to line them up with the ports. Alright guys, so we ran into a little hiccup. So this is the problem when you buy China parts, like Kevin's been saying for like past long minute, screaming China in the background.
China!
China, see?
Yeah.
Beautiful. We need a top, no, not top hat. Yeah, top hat, right? A top hat for these injectors because when we place them, the O-ring is still showing and obviously you're gonna have a leak. So we're gonna wait to install. We're gonna put the stock injectors back on the stock rail, and then I'm gonna go get top hats, and then on a later date, and I'll pick up the camera and we'll continue this vlog and we'll get the rail situated. Yeah.
China.
All right, boys. So, like I said, we had a little hiccup with the fuel rail. I gotta go get top hats so that way we can put it on. But this video is not lost. We got more stuff to install. All right. So I went and bought more Chinese parts. Okay. China. Come on, man. We're waiting for you. Your famous
China.
There you go. So we went on Amazon. All right. Everyone loves Amazon. Who doesn't love Amazon? And now they're becoming like the new eBay of car parts. So you guys know we have an EP3 steering wheel in the CRV. So we know that an RSX billet hub will fit the CRV. We got a nice billet hub, came with the screws, the Allen key tool, and look at that. And we're gonna match it with a vintage Momo steering wheel that I've had, oh man, since a lot of you guys were kids swimming in a sack. And I'll show you guys this classic vintage Momo steering wheel. That's all I'm gonna show you guys right now. This thing's been on my Accord, my 94 Accord. It was my brother's who gifted me. He had it on his old EG and GSR. So yeah, we're gonna get started on that and save this vlog. And then when I get the top hats, we'll continue the fuel rail install. All right, boys. Like I said, we're saving this vlog. Thank you, Inder. I was gonna do this at home, but since it's nice and warm here and I got Inder, we're gonna do the steering wheel. Let's hope that this install actually works because I gotta get the top hats for the rail. So we're gonna be removing the EP3 steering wheel. As you guys know, like last time, you gotta take the covers off and then the two bolts on the side. so that way you pull off the airbag and then unhook the horn and then unbolt the bolt and yank it out. So without further ado, I'm gonna let Inder do his thing and we're just gonna chill and watch the master do his thing.
China.
Alright guys, as you can see, the airbag is removed. And now we just gotta get to the center bolt, which secures the steering wheel to the steering column. Oh yeah, got that tension in there, man. I reefed onto that thing like you wouldn't believe. Nice, beautiful little bolt. And just like that, she pops right out. Alright boys, so because this has a built-in clock spring of its own kind of thing, we got to remove the factory clock spring. So that's why you see Inder right now, he's removing the plastics around the steering column. And now he's just fishing the SRS cable through. Yes, that's the SRS cable. So that way he can remove the clock spring. You guys got to be careful because if you pull it in a certain weird way, it'll unwind itself and then you can never reuse it again. So that's our new hub, which as you guys can see, it's got the same spine as the RSX and I believe it first gen CRVs and all that. Just gotta line it back up and
Loctite that thing.
this is our factory clock spring. We got some tape so that way it doesn't keep spinning, holds it in place. Always good to keep because, like, you know, if you ever sell your vehicle and everything, you want to put it all back to stock. You put this back in so you mount your stock steering wheel and all that, and it works like factory. But this case, I'm just gonna keep it just to have it, just in case. And now Kevin's gonna be wiring up, I believe, the horn.
Yeah.
But right now he's putting, I'm not sure what he's putting, so I'm not gonna sound like I know what he's talking about, but I believe that's what makes contact for the horn.
Yeah. Just setting something up.
Nice. He also did the same kind of thing on the Mugen EL when we got rid of the OEM steering wheel and went with like the short hub and all that kind of setup.
Yeah, really good.
Alright guys, so Inder's torquing the center nut. So you guys can see, we have it set to, I believe, 29 pounds, you said, Inder? Alright guys, so here's a little custom bracket that they made, so that way our horn works, which it will make contact with the back of the new hub, and then Inder's gonna wire from that little blue thing, so you guys can see, to the white connector, so that way we have power to our horn. That's pretty dope. Just watching him master at his thing, bro. There you go. We got our horn working. That's all situated. Now he's gonna finish wrapping up that wiring, and we can truck along with the rest of it.
Wasn't able to maintain that outside line. If you're going to do that move and you're going to get the inside for the chicane, you've got to stay there, and he just wasn't able to do it. But he's working pretty hard. He seems to have a bit of a pace advantage right now, and I think there's an inevitable.
Alright guys, here is our Momo steering wheel. I have had this thing for years, sitting in my garage. It used to be on our old Accord, and before that my brother's EG and his GSR Integra, and this thing is just gonna look right. Like Kevin's just holding it on right now because he's just testing the horn button, but this is a beautiful vintage steering wheel.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Here we go, boys. We're getting ready to finally mount the Momo race steering wheel to the 2nd gen CRV. All right, boys. So now Inder is going to be putting the steering column plastic back together. Man, that steering wheel looks right. It looks right, boys. Inder did a fantastic job wiring up the horn and putting it all together. So we're gonna get different bolts because of the ring. So we only have 4 of the bolts, but don't get me wrong, it's not bolted up by 4 bolts. We got the 2 flat bolts that came with the hub behind the ring, bolting this, and then we got the 2 4. I ordered titanium ones on Amazon. They're coming in. Simple switch out and bam. So my bad on me forgetting that with the ring you need the oval style bolt, and it came with the flat style, so that's on me. But she's secure, don't worry guys. We did a great job. Looks fantastic. It's becoming a race CRV now. It's added 6 horsepower. Alright boys, here it is. Our Momo steering wheel. Got the plastics on. Looks freaking awesome. Our nice little billet hub. So sick, guys. Glad to see the steering wheel back on the car. Amazing. Also guys, I want to show you, I had a LED bulb, the headlight one that I got on Amazon. It burnt out after a few months. So I bought a different set. I used my Auxito account, got me a new set of H1s. This is the Auxito right there, and this is the one from Alkali, as you guys can see. Completely different. They shine the same. I only changed out this one right here, and I left the Alkali one until it burns out. No sense swapping them out. They have the same exact color. Now the output, we'll see at nighttime if it's a difference. But yeah, guys, link in the description for Auxito. Save yourself 15%. All 4-door. Like I said, Maxspeedingrods. Anything on their website, use the link down below in my description. Also, promo code Paul 4-door. Save yourself 10% on all site-wide. Big shout out to Inder and Kev for today. Amazing install on the steering wheel and the hub. Unfortunately, the fuel rail didn't pan out. I gotta get the spacers, top hats, whatever you want to call them, and then it's just easy as connect it, and we will be good. So that's pretty much gonna close off this video for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Big thanks to the man Inder. Great work. That's the most we're gonna get it from. We're not gonna get any words. We're just gonna get a nod of approval. All right, guys. the homies over there working on the S2K. I'm not gonna put that on the camera frame yet. Maybe in another video. But like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.